Hey y'all, what's good? What's good? What's up with y'all? Alright, so I'm making this video for tomorrow. I have a video coming up. Y'all gonna see this video tomorrow. Today is the 21st, so I'm uploading a different video for you guys right now. But yeah, this video is gonna go up tomorrow. Alright, so I'm gonna do a hair video. Not too much of like an actual physical doing my hair. I just chose to wear my natural hair today. You know, looking like a big ass forehead. But I wanted to just like discuss like some things that I've learned being natural and what you gotta follow to maintain your natural hair and keep it healthy and stuff like that. I'm not a pro. I don't know everything about natural hair, but I have learned things throughout these months of being natural that help my hair, and probably not gonna be the same for you, but it's really good just to like, you see issues going on with your hair, dryness, breakage of your edges, your hair falling out easily and stuff, very dry scalp. You should really pay attention to those things because it can like damage your hair, like if you just ignore those things. If you keep having your hair dry, if you know your hair is thirsty, you gotta moisturize, blah blah. So I'm gonna give you 5 tips that I've learned when it comes to my natural hair, and I feel like it should help anybody with natural hair or even permed hair or even like any type of hair, like not really hair that goes from your scalp, even if it's permed, natural, or whatever. These are things you should do when you know. So the first thing you should do is tie your hair up at night. Tying your hair up at night is very important because sometimes, like, if you do have moisturizer in your hair, if you just finished doing your hair, all that oil and stuff is getting on your pillow. Now unless you have like a satin like pillowcase or something, you should always, or a silk pillowcase, you should always go to sleep with something in your head. And I always like miss this step sometimes. I always like forget. Sometimes I don't wrap my hair every night, so I'm not gonna say act like I do, but definitely it's really important. It's a really important step. Like, you don't wanna, it could cause breakage to your hair or for your hair to get brittle. So I try to tie my hair up as much as possible. Yeah. Number 2, if you see that your edges is breaking off, it's probably because your edges are dry. It's probably because you having enough moisturizer on your edges. I had a problem with my edges for a couple months once I had breakage. But bitch, I don't play that fucking no edges game like hell to the motherfucker. No, I made sure I just looked up some stuff on the internet, like, you know, why my edges breaking on, blah blah, and it says if your edges is breaking, one thing I came across was that, oh, if your edges is breaking off, maybe we need to keep them more moisturized. So I thought about, like, I really don't put that much moisturizer on my freaking edges that much. Like, I put it, but I don't like really daily put moisturizer on my edges. And even though I don't daily put moisturizer on it, I realized that I barely even like moisturize my hair as much as I should. So that comes to the third thing. Moisturizing your hair is very important. Like, you have to make sure your hair is moisturized, especially if you have like especially when it comes to like, yeah. Yeah, I'm doing a video.
What?
I'm doing a video.
You're what?
I'm doing a video.
Can I come in?
You can come in, but don't disturb my video.
What the hell? Oh my god.
Let's get out. I'm gonna come downstairs. Want me to come downstairs?
Yeah.
I'm gonna come down.
Alright, when?
And like when I'm done with the video. Anyway, y'all. That's my friend JJ. She's crazy. Anyway. Fuck what I was saying. People always, when I don't have a video, nobody comes up here, nobody does nothing. As soon as I want to fucking record a video, boom. Whole freaking issue. I look crazy, y'all. But yeah, keep your hair moisturized. Very important, especially if you see that your hair is thirsty. Like really pay attention to the signs your hair give you. That if your hair is dry and brittle, if your hair is just really thirsty, it just needs a moisturizer. Like especially natural hair. Natural hair needs moisturizer because natural hair is like the driest type of hair. Like it don't matter what kind of natural hair you got. I'm not talking about like, well, it's different when you like have perm or when you have straight hair. A lot of people that have straight hair or like perm in their hair, they hair it's easier to get oily. But when you're so obviously they have to wash it more and stuff. But when you have natural hair, you have to make sure your hair moisturized because that's very important to have a natural hair. Yeah. So yeah, some things you could use. There's so many different products you could use to keep your hair moisturized. And then when you're done moisturizing your hair, make sure you still it with oil so that I can keep that moisture in. And sometimes I don't do that. I don't put the oil in it. So I really have to always moisturize my hair more often than I should. Because sometimes, like, the oil is what steals the moisture. And I don't be having oil sometimes. So, hair oil, not like any pile of oil. Not cooking oil, right? Because y'all know some of y'all crazy. Was that the third one? I'm gonna name like 3 more or 2 more. I don't know. Alright, anyway. Another thing when, having natural hair is not to put your hair in tight ponytails. Like, do not put your hair in tight ponytails. It causes friction to this area, all around up here. When you're putting your hair in a tight ponytail, it's better just to put your hair in a puff than a tight ponytail. It just causes less friction on your head and things like that. Another thing is using protective styles. Protective styles really, if you're trying to get your hair to grow, if you're trying to just, keep your hair healthy and want to wear wigs or something, want to wear sew-ins, keep it, if you're trying to do sew-ins or like wigs, make sure it's a full wig that covers all of your hair. Make sure the sew-in you have a closure so you don't have to keep flat ironing your hair and damaging your hair. That's really important to that. You don't want to keep, like, even if it was just like a little piece, like you don't want to put that much damage to your natural hair. Like, so protective styles really help. Braids, like, it's really if you are doing braids, try not to do too tight. Like, make sure they're nice, but make sure the braids are not too tight because it can cause friction. Make sure you take braids out of your hair before they get too old. Once the hair starts growing cool, you take them out right away, or it's gonna, like, you're probably gonna get knots and tingles, and like sometimes with the case of box braids, you get like dreaded and your hair starts falling out like that. So just make sure you're like not putting too much tight braids in your hair, and do protective style, but not that cause too much friction. Usually when I do protective style, I just do wigs, and I do my own braids. I just do like, small braids. I'll do 2 braids when I put my wig on, just because those braids cause less friction. Or if I do my hair, I do my own box braids so that it won't be too tight. Okay? Other thing, what else can I tell you guys? I'm not sure what number I'm up to, but I'm gonna try to do 2 more. Another thing that being natural is I wash my hair every like 2 weeks. Like, it depends. Actually, it depends. Like, sometimes I wash my hair like once a week, but sometimes I can go for 2 weeks without washing my hair. It just depends on how much product I'm using on my hair and what I'm using on my hair and how much buildup I actually get. Usually if I'm not wearing my hair like in a puff, usually the only time I really get a lot of buildup and stuff is when I constantly wear my hair in a puff and putting the moisturizer and stuff on my hair. Like, usually when I wear the wigs, I moisturize my hair really good and put the 2 braids or whatever braids I feel like putting, and then I just put the wig. I sleep with the scarf on at night and then put the wig on in the morning for the whole entire week for like 2 weeks, and my hair grows, and I take the braids out and do it all over again. But when I do decide to do a puff week, and I actually didn't do a puff week. I actually just took I had my wig off. I just took my braids out because they were old. When you're always wearing a puff, for sure you gotta make sure the puff is not too tight. Like it's not like pulling. Like right now, this puff is like not tight at all. Like it's not doing any friction. Only thing I didn't really put no edge control on, but I just put my, put my little spongy. I could do a video on how to do that puff if you want to see a video on how to do the puff. But there's a lot of videos out there that says how to do the puff. This video is getting kind of long, so I'm gonna go to the last thing. The last thing is not to use anything. Stop using gel on your hair. Gel, any like harsh chemical products, like things that's not natural. It's good to like use natural products when you're doing your natural hair, and don't use too much gel because that can cause breakage and cause your hair to get damaged as well. So I'm gonna stop this video right here. Thank you for watching. I hope I helped you out a little bit when it comes to your natural hair. And if you have any more questions, you can ask me. I could do research. I know some other stuff too. I can't think of everything right now. But thank you for watching, and I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Bye.